In the quaint town of Willowbrook, where time seemed to move at a leisurely pace and the seasons painted a canvas of ever-changing colors, Sarah and David's love story was once the stuff of legends. Their love had blossomed like the spring flowers that adorn the meadows, pure, vibrant, and full of promise, a testament to the power of two hearts beating as one. Sarah was a beacon of light in their close-knit community, her laughter infectious, her spirit indomitable. David was captivated by her from their very first encounter, drawn to her warmth and compassion, her ability to see the beauty in the world and in him. Their early years were a whirlwind of romance and adventure, filled with shared dreams, whispered promises, and the kind of love that poets wrote about and musicians sang about. However, as with all things beautiful, the passing of time and the trials of life began to take their toll on their once perfect union. Multiple pregnancies left Sarah's body changed, the toll of motherhood evident in her figure, a testament to the sacrifices she had made for their family. David, unable to reconcile the woman before him with the youthful beauty he had once known, began to withdraw, his affection waning, his gaze wandering. Sarah felt the shift in David's demeanor, the growing distance between them, the unspoken words that hung heavy in the air. Her heart ached with a pain she could not articulate, her self-esteem shattered by his rejection. She tried desperately to reclaim his attention, to reignite the spark that had once ignited their love, but her efforts were met with indifference. As the chasm between them widened, Sarah sought solace in her work and the company of friends who stood by her through the darkest days of her marriage. Among them was Mark, a kind and compassionate man who saw beyond the scars left by David's rejection, embracing Sarah for who she truly was. Their friendship blossomed into something deeper, a connection born out of shared experiences and mutual understanding. Sarah found herself drawn to Mark's gentle nature, his ability to see her worth, his willingness to stand by her side, even as David continued to drift further away. David, consumed by feelings of jealousy and regret, found himself at a crossroads, his heart torn between the love he once felt for Sarah and the fear of facing his own insecurities and shortcomings. The realization that he had pushed her into the arms of another weighed heavily on his conscience, the pain of his own rejection mirrored in her newfound happiness. One stormy night, as rain lashed against the windows and lightning illuminated the sky, Sarah confronted David once more. But this time her words were not filled with desperation or despair, but with a newfound strength and clarity. She spoke of her friendship with Mark, not as a betrayal, but as a lifeline, a chance at happiness she had thought lost. David listened, his heart aching, the walls he had built around himself slowly crumbling under the weight of his regrets. He saw now the consequences of his actions, the love he had taken for granted slipping through his fingers like grains of sand. Determined to make amends, David reached out to Sarah, his words a heartfelt plea for forgiveness, for understanding, for a second chance. And as they talked, the barriers between them began to dissolve, their shared history bridging the gap that had once seemed insurmountable. But fate, as unpredictable as ever, had one final twist in store for them. Mark, sensing the rekindling of Sarah and David's love, gracefully bowed out, his love for Sarah outweighed by his desire for her happiness, even if it meant letting her go. As Sarah and David worked to rebuild their relationship, they did so with a renewed sense of purpose and commitment, their love stronger for having survived the trials and tribulations that had threatened to tear them apart. They learned to appreciate each other's flaws and imperfections, to cherish the moments they shared, and to never take their love for granted again. In the end, they realized that love was not just about passion or desire, but about acceptance and understanding, about growing together and learning from each other, about facing life's challenges hand in hand, knowing that come what may, they would always have each other to lean on, to laugh with, and to love. And as the years passed, Sarah and David's love story once again became the talk of the town, not because of its perfection, but because of its imperfections, its ability to endure, to evolve, and to inspire others to believe in the power of love, forgiveness, and second chances. Their journey was a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, a reminder that true love, once found, should be cherished, nurtured, and never taken for granted, for it is the fragile thread that binds us together, the beacon of hope that lights our way, and the legacy we leave behind for future generations to cherish and remember.